Hey guys, Paul Shirey, JoBlo.com. Just got out of the Warner Brothers presentation here at CinemaCon in Vegas. Some really cool stuff, lots of footage. A lot of it we've already seen, and a lot of extended stuff on top of trailers that we've already seen. First thing that we saw that was really awesome, or rather heard, was Ken Sujihara saying basically that Warner Brothers is in fact working with Ben Affleck to make a standalone Batman film. That's badass shit. That's what we want to hear. Finally got some kind of confirmation on that rather than just the speculation and rumors, so there we go. The one thing that we did see, we did get a good peek at some new Wonder Woman footage. So we've seen some stuff in the little specials and stuff like that, but some really cool little snippets. We saw Wonder Woman deflecting bullets with her gauntlets. These things. Looks badass though. We also saw a little bit of Chris Pine in action, not a whole bunch, just kind of running, jumping, shooting, that kind of shit. Really it's kind of like it has like a period feel to it too. Like it's, you know, like an old school, you know, World War II film or World War I film, but with a badass superhero. We also got a message from Zack Snyder and the cast of Justice League from the set in London. Bottom line is Justice League is happening. Zack Snyder's directing, the cast and crew are assembled, and that shit's going down in London right now. They also showed a extended look at Suicide Squad. Not a whole lot, pretty much with the last two trailers mashed together with a few extra things. The movie just continues to look awesome. It looks so great. I have really high hopes for it, and I think it's really coming together. So Russell Crowe came out to talk about The Nice Guys, which I'm a huge Shane Black fan. I love his films, and having Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling together in a 70s set detective movie set during Christmas. That's Shane Black. That's what we want. It looks great. I'm there, day one. They also showed a little snippet of Me Before You, so those of you that have to suffer through a date movie this summer, that's going to be the one. So Warner Brothers has two really cool-looking horror flicks on their agenda this year. You have The Conjuring 2 from director James Wan, master of horror. Guy is awesome. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga returning. And then we also have Lights Out, which is based on that really creepy-ass video that you watched on Facebook when the chick turns out the lights and there's like that ghostly creature there. And you didn't sleep that night. One thing that Warner Brothers has been consistent with, and James Wan's been consistent with, is putting out some really creepy ass horror movies. They're going to keep you up at night. If not, you're a braver man, woman, beast than me. We also got another look at Central Intelligence. I'm not dying to see this movie, but I mean, I know that there's kind of some backlash about it. The Rock and Chris Hart. Central Intelligence, which stars The Rock and Kevin Hart. I don't know, there's something about this one that it's kind of vibing with me. I think it could still be fun. I'm optimistic, so we'll see. We also got another look at Tarzan. Damn, I gotta do that again. What the fuck is it? It's Tarzan Legend. Is it Legend of the Apes? So we also got a look at The Legend of Tarzan. Just a couple little extra sequences tossed in there. Again, a lot of extended stuff. I think it looks beautifully shot. And I dig all the actors. I don't know, there's something that's just not firing off with Legend of Tarzan with me. I'm not sure that people are really dying for another Tarzan. We also got a look at War Dogs, the new action comedy based on a true story thing from Todd Phillips and Bradley Cooper, who's producing. I'm down for that. I mean, I really like Todd Phillips movies. I think that they're pretty fun and crazy and wild, and War Dogs looks like really just right up his alley. So Chris Miller and Phil Lord and Nicholas Stoller came out to discuss Warner Brothers WAG, which is their animation department. And they've got a pretty decent slate ahead of them, lots of Lego stuff, obviously. They talked a lot about the Batman movie, the Lego Batman movie, which seems to be focusing primarily on basically why is Batman so unhappy. Of course, there's that whole parents getting killed in front of you thing. Still, I guess that's going to be the main exploration. We saw an extended scene with Robin, who's played by Michael Cera in the film, which is pretty funny. It's got the same kind of humor that you expect from the Lego movie. We also got a look at the Ninjago movie, which is very different from what you're probably accustomed to with the TV show. It's definitely got that same kind of like funny like humor that was in the first Lego movie, and it's said to be focused on kind of like old school kung fu movies and kaiju movies. I don't know, it's a pretty cool combination. They also previewed a long bit on Storks. Not really sold on Storks. I love Nicholas Stoller. I think he's a talented guy, and I love lots of his films, but I'm just not sure about Storks. I'm sure my kid will drag me to it, and hopefully I will enjoy it and it won't be torture. We also got a look at Smallfoot Yeti, which didn't really have any moving footage, kind of like concept art. There's really not much I can say about it. The other interesting thing that I'm not quite sure about is the Scooby-Doo reboot called Scoob, as an acronym. which looks to be kind of like an action-adventure animation thing, so I don't know. So the last thing that Warner Brothers previewed tonight was Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. The one thing that's missing from all the Fantastic Beasts stuff so far is Fantastic Beasts. I think we just need a little more tease as to where they're going with this, because at this point I have no idea what the story is, or and I guess that's fine. You want to have some mystery, but at the same time I'd like to have something to be excited about. Like, oh, that would be cool. And so that's it for the Warner Brothers panel. Some cool stuff, mostly just extended footage, nothing too crazy. Probably the biggest breaking thing is basically Ken Sujihara acknowledging that they are pursuing a solo Batman film with Ben Affleck. Awesome. That was enough. They could have just said that and I would have left, and that would have been enough. But some good-looking stuff. I'm still very, very excited for all the DC films, including Justice League. Can't wait. We're all there. Even you haters, you're going. And that's it. So, look for our full write-up on the Warner Brothers panel, and we got a whole lot more coming at you, including those Suicide Squad interviews, which are awesome, I guarantee you. And that's it. Stay tuned to JoBlo.com for all of your CinemaCon needs. You're fired. Again.